You're watching DirecTV's Hometown Heroes. I'm Joan London. Though experts say cancer rates are slowly dropping this year, more than 500,000 Americans will die of some form of the disease. And that's why our next story is so important. Correspondent Rachel Campos Duffy explains.
Hingham, Massachusetts. It's a charming seaside town just 8 miles from the Boston city limits. And here in this nondescript office building on a quiet side street, a small group of women who call themselves the Friends of Mel Foundation are selling bracelets to raise extraordinary amounts of money to help people living with cancer.
Here, pull up a chair. Join us.
The mission of Friends of Mel is to provide quality cancer care for the whole patient and their caregivers.
This is Pauline Alighieri, the founder of Friends of Mel.
In and out of the office all of last week.
She's traveled the world as a flight attendant, but her heart has never wandered from the memory of one of her closest friends, Mel Simmons, the inspiration behind Friends of Mel.
You gonna go out in the town? You gonna look for sailors?
Let's try and keep up. We're gonna go to the docks and pick up some sailors tonight.
Pauline met Mel nearly 40 years ago when they both went to work for Delta Airlines.
She just was the most magnetic person.
You can talk to,
She just had this wonderful sense of humor, this great way of looking at life.
My whole bag.
That's your whole bag.
Yeah.
Let me see it
This
again.
is my eyeshadow.
That's your...
You always felt good for having been around her.
Pretty as a picture.
Mel was like a cross between Gilda Radner and Mother Teresa. I mean, she could make you laugh that hard, nonstop, and also make you cry.
When Mel was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2000, her flight attendant friends knew the always generous Mel would want something to give to the people caring for her.
I just happened to see these little bracelets in Istanbul, and I thought they would be something good for Mel to give away.
Mel would just give them to the nurses, she'd give them to the patients. She just loved doing that.
The bracelets brought Mel and everyone around her closer together. But then, in 2005, Mel lost her battle with breast cancer.
She lived life totally to the fullest, right till the end.
My last trip.
You must be special.
God is taking care of me.
In the aftermath, Mel's friends decided they had to do more to honor their beloved pal's memory.
After Mel passed away, people were noticing the colorful bracelet and saying, "Isn't that pretty? Where did you get that?" And it said, "Oh, Mel gave it to me." Mel? Oh, well, I want one. I want a piece of Mel.
They began asking people to make a donation for every bracelet and gave the money to this hospital where Mel had been treated.
The idea was that we would raise $5,000 for Mass General's Cancer Center. And that was in October. By the following May, we had raised $283,000.
That's great unless you weigh 104 pounds.
After that, Pauline formed the Friends of Mel Foundation. And working from this office space, she and her staff have raised more than $4 million in just 2.5 years in the battle against cancer.
We've also made another donation to St. Luke's, and they're raising money right now to buy a breast digital imaging machine.
And on the credit card, is there a middle initial?
They sell the bracelets online and in establishments like Gallery 4 in Tiverton, Rhode Island.
We've raised over $100,000, probably more.
Oh, these are lovely. What is it?
The proceeds all go to finance efforts like those at the wellness community of Greater Boston.
It's a wonderful program where they provide free care for cancer patients and their families.
Pauline and the Friends of Mel have donated more than $150,000 to this facility alone.
Hi. Oh, my goodness, look how handsome you look. I'll give you a hug.
Executive Director Ron Lipoff says that without generous donors like the Friends of Mel, thousands of cancer patients in the Boston area wouldn't get the care they need.
What they have accomplished in a very short period of time is nothing short of phenomenal.
All of the services are free of charge. I mean, you help us do that. You enable us to do that.
According to those who know her best, that phenomenal level of achievement is all due to Pauline's dedication.
I think Pauline is a living saint. She's an inspiration to everyone.
I had the chance to pull all this information together about where we've donated money.
I couldn't be prouder of Pauline. I think she has been remarkable.
Quincy Medical Center's Cancer Walk, which I'm going to...
I would say Pauline is definitely a hero among us. Absolutely.
It's a labor of love for Pauline. It's a passion. And we're lucky to have her in the space, and people with cancer and their caregivers are lucky to have her.
So if you can up it from 200 to 250 women.
For the last 2 years, Pauline has overseen Friends of Mel while still working as a flight attendant. This year, she retired to devote herself full-time to carrying on Mel's legacy of giving. She says she knows her friend would be proud.
I see Mel still working her magic even though she's not here, you know, to do it personally. She would be so pleased with this. She would be thrilled to know that we're touching so many lives.
Anyone can become a friend of Mel and help in the battle against cancer by selling Mel's bracelets. All you have to do is contact the organization. Devoting countless hours toward fighting cancer is what makes Pauline Alighieri a DirecTV hometown hero.